Fucking hell, I need a haircut. What the fuck? What's all this? Jesus Christ, bloody hell. Lockdown.
Hello, mysterious person behind the screen, and welcome to my collection update for April. Yeah, I picked up more than I expected to this month, to be honest. So, yeah, let's get into it. So first off, I did pick up some geeky t-shirts. Yeah, it was about time I got some kind of pop culture, nerdy t-shirts in my collection. Some more ones, anyway. It was running a bit low on some of the same old ones that I've worn for the last couple of years. So, first one, actually, I picked up this really cool Batman, the animated series t-shirt. Zoom out a bit so you can see, yeah, really cool stuff. I really like the design of that. Obviously, the animated series is iconic in its designs. Zoom back in. There we go. Is obviously iconic in its designs. So to have like this beautiful piece of art on a t-shirt is, yeah, it's really cool. Really happy with that. Also from Redbubble, this is really cool. Directed by Sam Raimi. Yeah, that's really cool. Addition to the little Raimi collection. Obviously Redbubble, it's all sort of independent creators, so I was very happy to find this design on there, which is really cool. It looks like the title sequence from, I believe this one's from SpiderMan 2 or 3. It's not from the first one because that's got a different font, but basically it's from the trilogy and it's directed by Sam Raimi and it's really cool. I love it. And lastly for t-shirts, and again from Redbubble, really cool Scott Pilgrim one with Ramona and Scott there. Yeah, really cool. Love the design of that. Love the colours on it. Scott Pilgrim, the film, is actually getting a re-release now, isn't it, in Dolby Cinema? And I guess that means a 4K Blu-ray will be on the way. I will be on that as soon as it comes out. Yeah, I fucking love Scott Pilgrim, so yeah. And speaking of additions to the Raimi collection, the first little thing I picked up here was the CD soundtracks for all three films. So this is the kind of tie-in albums with the pop songs on it. So you got Spider-Man 1, music from and inspired by, music from and inspired by Spider-Man 2, and Spider-Man 3 with an interesting cover. It looks like it's been reprinted from the seller that I bought this off. Inside looks pretty normal. Disc is pretty, you know, alright, but it's just sort of like, I wonder what's happened with that cover, because it does look a bit dodgy. But I mean, nonetheless, these albums are dated. Obviously, they're from the early 2000s. You know, the first one's got bloody Nickelback, Sum 41, Alien Ant Farm, Corey Taylor, God, the Strokes, Jesus Christ, Macy Gray. But they are really good albums. Spider-Man 3 especially, like this. I mean, it's got the Killers on it, and the Killers are my favourite band, so you know, I'm biased there, but even taking them out of it, Falling Star by Jet is a genuinely great song. Signs on the Radio, Portrait of a Summer Thief, that is amazing. Small Parts, these songs are great. Stay Free by Black Mountain, yeah, these are great songs, and you know, I'm glad to have this little bit of history, because you don't really see this anymore. Like you do see it sometimes, like Suicide Squad and Black Panther, but it used to be with like every blockbuster that came out, they'd have this tie-in album with all these songs on it, and that doesn't happen as much now. So I'm really happy to have these. Oh dear, the soundtrack for the second one has a Lost Prophets song on there. Ew, look up Lost Prophets for a bit of a scare. But yeah, I really like the artwork as well. Kind of comic book artwork. The one for the first one's a bit bizarre. It's got this weird like comic booky story, but it's just all promo pics from the first film, where you've got like Spider-Man thinking, humanity, what a concept. It's just weird. It is odd, but they are really fun albums, and yeah, I'm just really happy to have this nice little bit of Raimi Spider-Man history, I guess, with these CDs. And I did pick up the first film again on VHS this time. So yeah, I thought it was about time I got the VHS in my collection, and I should get the second one on VHS as well, but I'll get around to it. But I just love this design, like the big red case and stuff. It just fits this film so well, and that cover is still what I think of when I think of Spider-Man 1. It's just iconic to me, and there's the tape there as well. So yeah, Spider-Man on VHS, gotta have it. The Doctor Who Series 8 Steelbook, I did a review for it. You can go check that out. But really, I was impressed with this. I said in the video I did on it, I wasn't overly struck by the artwork when it was announced. Let's take it out of the sleeve. I've got it in. But actually in hand, it looks a lot better, and the shine of the metal and stuff, it really fits this really well. And I really like this steelbook. So yeah, just Series 9 to go now. I hope they re-release it. They'd be fools not to re-release it, the amount of people who missed out. But yeah, Series 8 steelbook. And interestingly, I saw this one in CEX, and I thought I'd pick it up because it was only £15, and I thought it was a pretty good deal for how for the condition it was in. So Jessica Jones, the complete first season steelbook on Blu-ray. Yes, it's a Netflix show, it's on Netflix, but I like having things physically, so I don't have to fucking piss about with Netflix often, and if the internet goes down, I can have this and it's all fine, and I'm not at the mercy if Netflix ever decides to remove it, blah blah blah. I've explained my reasons for buying Netflix shows on physical media before. Fucking hell, I look like Superman. What is happening? Anyway, yeah, Jessica Jones Season 1 steelbook. Really cool design. Jessica Jones is probably my favourite of all the Netflix shows. Daredevil a very close second. Although I've only ever seen the first season of it. I completely... The Netflix Marvel shows completely lost my interest after Defenders. Because I was really disappointed with Defenders, and I just didn't pick up anything after that. So that's Seasons 2 and 3 of Jessica Jones. Season 2 of Luke Cage. Season 2 of Iron Fist. Season 3 of Daredevil. The Punisher. Didn't bother with it at all. So one day I would like to have a big catch up with them and just binge all of them, but that would mean having to sit through Iron Fist Season 1 again, and I'm not prepared to do that. I've done it once. So maybe I'll skip that one. But yeah, Jessica Jones Season 1 steelbook, really cool design. Kristen Ritter is just, she's easily the best thing I think that the Netflix shows ever gave us, so yeah. And I did take a trip to Forbidden Planet when all the shops reopened, and because I was in the UK this month, we had the shops reopened after the third lockdown, and I waited a bit. I didn't go out to many shops initially because it was just packed, and I'm not ready to go and be amongst that many people yet. It's, you know, I still am just wary because the pandemic isn't over, but I did go out to Forbidden Planet in Bristol. And I did pick up quite a few things because lots of stuff was on sale, and it really surprised me. Like, the stuff that was on sale was stuff that usually would be really expensive, which is why I'm sort of looking at what I picked up this month, and I'm like, Jesus, I spent so much this month, but I actually didn't. I spent about the normal amount because so much of it was on sale. So, without further ado, the Forbidden Planet purchases. So the biggest thing was this gorgeous statue, I'm being really careful with it, of Heath Ledger's Joker from The Dark Knight, and I will probably film some little insert shots that I will put in here so you can see all these figures up close, but needless to say, this is a stunning piece, and I was so happy with the price I got him for as well. He is a gorgeous figure, the sculpting's amazing on him. He is the same company as this boy here. Come on, he's a bit heavier. I believe it's Diamond Select, I think, these little PVC statues that are so good, and I have this one of Thanos as well, so I've got two of these now. They're really good stuff, and well worth the money, and yeah, just, I mean, come on, that is just awesome, isn't it? So, yeah. Also got the Marvel Legends Stan Lee figure himself, which I'm keeping in the box because it's such a unique Marvel Legends figure in the box. It's Stan Lee, for God's sake, and the autograph on the front as well. Obviously it's not his autograph, it's just a reprint on the box, but it still looks really cool, and I'd love to track down a second one so I could open it and have him on display, but for now he's hung up on the wall, and he's gonna stay there in his box because he just looks so unique and so cool, and it's just wonderful to have a figure of this man that meant so much to so many people. You know, you can go look on my channel. When Stan Lee died, I did a video, and it's the most heartbroken I've ever been in a video, I think. It just... That man was just incredible. He's always been such an inspiration, and he still is, even now that he's no longer with us, and his legacy will continue, and just to have a figure of that is fantastic. And yeah, for the moment I'm keeping him in his box, but yeah. Also got a new addition to the Batman animated series figures collection. If you know me, you'll know that I'm trying to collect not all, but most of the figures in the line, and I've got quite a few now. So when I saw Roxy Rocket reduced to £10, yeah, fucking £10 for Roxy Rocket, I grabbed her instantly, and she's pretty cool. She's a pretty cool figure. Roxy Rocket is not like a famous Batman villain. She's on the T-shirt. She's quite she only appeared in a couple of episodes of the series, but it's cool they made a figure of her, and it looks a pretty cool display piece on the diorama. Only problem is I've not got the room for her at all. She's so kind of big that she's kind of crammed on the shelf, but she does look really cool, and I'm glad to finally pick up another addition to the animated series figure collection, because I haven't picked one up in a while. So yeah, it was nice. As well, I picked up the Marvel Legends Mystique figure from the Fox X-Men films. Rebecca Romijn as Mystique was she's a wonderful performer as Mystique, and the physicality she brought to that role was incredible, and I think she's really underrated. So I picked up a figure of her because it looks excellent. It looks really dead on. The sculpt is fantastic. The detail on her skin, and you've got like the reptilian markings and such. It's so cool. I did sort of copy Chris Johnson, because Chris Johnson did a review of it, and he had her posed like with her arm, with her bare arm, like transforming. So I did copy that a bit, and it looks really cool on display. This is a really cool figure, so I'm really happy to have Mystique from the Fox X-Men film. She doesn't really fit with the rest of the collection I've got, because I don't really have many Fox. In fact, I don't have any Marvel film figures that aren't a part of the MCU. So she does stand out a bit, but it's one of those things where I really don't mind, because she just looks so cool. And lastly, for the Marvel Legends stuff, I did pick up Electro from the retro Spider-Man 90s wave thing that they did. Yeah, he was reduced. He looked really cool. I don't have an Electro figure, and he looks cool on display. Not much really to say about that. It's Electro. Yay. And lastly, I did pick up three NECA figures. Normally, I only pick NECA figures up on like my birthday or Christmas. This year, I seem to be going a bit mad for them, because I picked up so many this year already. So I got 3 this month. One was actually a gift to me, from a very kind family member. Gave me a gift of Ash from Evil Dead, Ash from Ash vs Evil Dead, the TV series, who is so cool. He looks so much like Bruce Campbell. It's insane. Like the sculpt is dead on, and he's just I look at him and I just laugh because of the expression I've got him in. I love Ash vs Evil Dead as a show so much. It's just brilliant. It'd be great if they did a Kelly or a Pablo to go with that, to complete the kind of trio of the TV series. I did want to get a young Ash from the films, because obviously the films are sort of where Ash is most known from, but he's kind of he's kind of hard to get, and also I don't like the sculpt as much as the old Ash from the TV series. So that's kind of the reason to go for it, and I think I'm just going to keep him like that, to be honest, because he just looks so cool. And from Forbidden Planet, I picked up the NECA Pennywise figure, the original Pennywise from the original It miniseries, which I haven't seen. I've got it on Blu-ray, but I haven't seen the original miniseries. I've seen the 2 recent films, but you know, Tim Curry's Pennywise is so iconic. I think even, you know, I've not seen it, but his performance is so kind of transcendent of that film. And you know, I've had the Bill Skarsgård Pennywise for years, so it felt weird not to have a Tim Curry one to go with him. So they look really cool together, and he's a great figure as well, very detailed. And finally, I picked up the NECA Biff Tannen figure. He looks really, really nice next to the NECA Marty McFly. They both look dead on from the films. How many times have I said dead on this video? But it's true. Yeah, they're both really, really cool figures, and he kind of towers over Marty. But that's kind of what he does in the film. He's you know, Biff is massive in the film. There's that shot from the second one where he stands up and you just see Marty's eyes poking over his shoulder, like looking terrified. So the scale is pretty right, and yeah, he looks great. The details on him are really cool. So yeah, I'm really happy to get him. And like I said, I've just gone a bit mad for NECA figures this year. Like it used to be I would only pick them up at either Comic-Cons or Christmases or birthdays, and it'd be kind of few and far between. But you know, this year I already picked up like 5 already. So the collection is growing, and I just really love that little horror display I've got going on. You know, with Ash and Pennywise completing a bit. I just need a Jason figure. I really need a Jason Voorhees figure, but I'm not that big of a fan of Friday the 13th, the films. Recently I watched 2 and 3 back to back, because I'd only ever seen the first one, and they were just shit. They're really not very good. I'm sorry. Like, I can totally understand that if they were someone's first slasher franchise, that, you know, they'd be the best thing ever. But I think because I've watched stuff like Nightmare on Elm Street and Halloween and Scream before that, these just feel like bottom of the barrel to me. Like, there's no gimmick to them. You know, Nightmare on Elm Street's got the dream kind of twist to it, and it's so imaginative. Even when the films get shit, like, it's so imaginative. Halloween is just the ultimate kind of slasher film because it's just so loaded with atmosphere, and Michael Myers is such a sinister presence. I don't feel that from Jason at all. There's no atmosphere to the films at all. It's just, oh, there's some teenagers smoking weed, they're having sex, oh, they're killed now. That's all they are. But I will pick up a Jason figure eventually, because it does look weird that I've got all these horror icons and Jason's not there. So he should be there, and he will be there eventually. I'm waiting to watch a Friday the 13th film that I actually enjoy. So yeah, after that long and rambling tangent, that was it. So yeah, that's everything. Cheers for watching. I'm sorry if my hair put you off. I don't know what's happening. I desperately need a haircut. But yeah, if you enjoyed this, like, share a comment. I'll see you in my next one. Take care now.